Hello everyone, and welcome to the deck of Dimir Flash. This is a deck that I love to play, where you have a lot of good removal spells, some decent creatures, and counter spells to top it off. And you can do this and play all these cards in your opponent's turn so that you can act with the maximum amount of information. For card choices, I am playing 1 Spectral Sailor and 3 Spyglass Siren as a way to impact the board early and get some minimum value with the map token, or in the late game with Spectral Sailor draw extra cards. These cards play a special role with the heart of the deck, Kaito, because you can ninjutsu those cards back to your hand with a very minimum amount of mana invested, and you can have a Kaito on turn 3 uncounterable that can run away with a game versus a lot of decks, because he has X-proof on your turn and he cannot be countered. So it's very hard for the opponent to deal with this card, especially when you are on the play and can land it on turn 3. The other card that makes this deck tick is Enduring Curiosity. Also good with 1-drops because they all have flying, and Curiosity just wants you to have a lot of creatures with evasion on the board so that you can draw multiple cards every turn. With this card ability, Curiosity is also very resilient versus removal spells, so this deck is very well positioned versus black decks. Another card that further helps that is Faebloom Trick. This is not an usual choice for Dimir Flash, but I just love this card. For 3 mana you create 2/1/1 flyers and you tap something from the opponent. This is a decent tempo play, and it's super good with Enduring Curiosity because you'll curve it nicely. Faebloom on 3 and Curiosity on 4, and you'll draw 2 cards every turn. It's fine with Kaito, and is especially good in the mirror match, where all your opponent creatures, or most of them, will be X1, and a lot of lists also play the bat, and this card also gets to block the bat, so if the opponent knows about this card, they can never attack. If they don't know, they will get blown out by this card. And it's super good versus removal heavy decks because it's, as we've seen, the Curiosity is hard to remove because even if you kill it, it will come back as an enchantment. And if you want to not let me draw 2 cards with Faebloom Trick, you'll need to kill both of the tokens, so you'll get a nice 2-for-1 in that case, and you're happy with either scenario versus black decks, where they will need to expend all of their removal spells in your not so great creatures. Another creature that has flying in this deck is Faerie Mastermind. This is 2/1 flash flying for 2 mana that can draw you cards in the late game, and this is especially good versus Beanstalk decks, where you can just flash this in response to a trigger and they will not pull ahead on you in card advantage. I'm playing Floodpits Drowner, also a not so consensual use of this card. This card is as a mini combo with Kaito, where you can flash this in on turn 4, tapping something from the opponent, and then on your turn with 5 mana you can attack with the Floodpits. If it's unblocked, you can activate the ability. You can pay 2 mana and shuffle the Floodpits and something from the opponent in their library, and you can hold priority, and with this ability on the stack you can ninjutsu the Floodpits back to your hand, and you'll remove something from the opponent and you'll get the Floodpits for another turn to remove something else. This is a very often used combo that is super good as an extra removal spell. Here I am playing Spell Stutter as a 2-mana counter. This card early game is super good because the opponent won't have 2 extra mana if he's playing on curve to pay for whatever spell he's playing. And with Faebloom and Faerie Mastermind, in the late game you'll have enough creatures, enough fairies to make these a hard counter. And to top it off, we have a lot of good removal spells, the efficient ones in Cut Down, the overall answer in Go for the Throat, and the Anoint that can deal with creatures that return from the graveyard like Unstoppable Slasher, or stop dying triggers like from the Heartfire hero. For the land choices, we are playing 25 lands. Even though this deck has a very low curve, you still want to be playing a lot of lands because you want to hit your land drops every turn. Because if you ever get to connect with creatures with Enduring Ideal, you want to be playing multiple spells every turn, so you will need to hit your land drops. For the spicy lands, we are playing 2 Fountainports. Again, creating tokens will be good with Enduring Curiosity and Kaito. Also, you can create treasures or sacrifice map tokens from the Siren to straight up draw cards. And we are playing 4 Restless Reef as another way to get creatures on the board and trigger Curiosity. That play pattern happens a lot, where you flash in Curiosity at the end of turn and then you activate Restless Reef, attack with both, delay damage and draw 2 cards. For the sideboard, we have more removal, more cut downs and more anoints. We also have a Geeks command that is a good way to kill creatures. Let me just show it here. It's a good way to kill ship creatures or to make the opponent sacrifice their biggest creatures. But the most used mode on this card is to destroy creatures with power 2 or less and to make something that you have bigger and put 2 lifelink counters on it. So this card is mostly used against aggro decks and in the mid-range decks, where you can return 2 creatures to your hand from your graveyard and make the opponent sack their biggest threat. We are also playing more counter spells, the 4th Spell Stutter, 2 Negates and a Disdainful Stroke for the ramp and control decks. We are playing 2 Ghost Vacuums for the graveyard decks like Oculus, and we are playing 3 Unstoppable Slashers to complement the Curiosities as being very hard to deal with threats versus black decks, and also 2 Sheoldreds versus the Beanstalk decks and versus the aggressive decks. I really like this deck and I hope I can show you in the next games why this deck is so good. Let's get into the action. Let's be on the play. I don't like these lands, way too many lands. Kind of the same. A little bit better, but I don't know what I'm playing against. I don't know if I want to go Spyglass into tapped lands. Maybe I do. So I'll put these back. Now I don't. especially with him. With him bluffing, or I don't know if he's bluffing or if he has something. Either way, I don't want to crack a map into a removal spell. Still not playing cut down. This could be a mirror match, this could be black controls. Still don't know. That's kind of a perfect draw. Still, I will not play this. I'll wait for when my opponent taps out. If he doesn't, I'll just Fountainport. And keep applying pressure. The only issue I'll have with this, it's that he can play a Wrath next turn. Even if he does, he'll be at 3, because I can flash the Curiosity and attack with a Restless Reef. Okay, he has his own Curiosity. I think I'll resolve mine now as well. It's fine. Yeah. Again, just need a turn to resolve my Curiosity and then I should be fine. In the mirror match, I do want removal spells. I don't hate Geek's Command, but on the other hand, I don't love Spell Stutter, neither Drowners. Maybe I'll cut like this. Obviously, you want your payoffs, but Kaito is a little bit trickier when you are on the draw. This card will be hard for them to remove unless they have Anoint. And Faebloom, as we've seen, is just spectacular in the mirror. Since your opponent will not want to waste a removal spell on a token, and it will make attacking and blocking very difficult for Sirens and for Faerie Masterminds and for the Bats. So this card is usually great in the mirror. I'm going to keep this one. Okay. That's fine. No, that's not fine because I don't want him to flash a Kaito. Now I'll play my own Kaito if I'm allowed. He'll probably kill this. That's something. I can take away one of his Floodpits and cut down the other one. I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah. I can resolve a Kaito and tap down the Curiosity. Curiosity on its own shouldn't be able to do much.
The shadows and into the fray. Take a break, will ya?
I don't think I'll hate spending a removal spell on the Curiosity. I'll move to combat and try to draw some cards. Killing a Faerie Mastermind if he plays one in response.
Your secrets didn't stay hidden for long.
Really want to hit a land drop. That's close to a land drop. I don't want to risk not finding it. I could crack it on the map on the Kaito, but okay. I can just anoint it right now. Problem is that next turn I will need to jump or find a land so that Go for the Throat does something for me, so that I can double spell and not get countered. Okay. Still think I don't wanna attack with a Spyglass. Maybe I do. Maybe I do.
I've got you beat 6 different ways.
Not ideal. The issue is that now I still can't play the Faebloom because if he has a removal spell, counter spell. Nowhere to run is perfectly fine. Sure. Now on his upkeep, I'll try to go for the throw of this. And that resolved, so it should be fine. Again, I don't want to get destroyed by a counter spell, so I'll do this on my upkeep. Does he have a negate? He does not. Let's go in with a Kaito. He can now have a removal for a Kaito. And he does. Okay. Still like my chances.
Don't worry. I've got an
With Faebloom into Enduring. Because now only counter spells interact with us. Because removal spells will be bad, most likely. I still have no... He seems to have nothing to interact with. But I still want to take value out of Fountainport. Now this might be over. Now it gets dicey. So that's 4. Does he have a counter here? Looks like he does. And we might lose the Sheoldred. Okay. not it. It's not it. That's something. If he attacks, I'll double block. That should wait a removal spell if he has one. If he doesn't, I'll be forced to play the Floodpits. I will double block. Perfectly fine. Okay. Sheoldred is bad in most situations in the mirror because you can just kill it and it's a huge tempo swing. But there are some games where it's the only card that will annoy you, and it could have stolen this game. I wanna play first, and this fine. Obviously we don't have a payoff like a Kaito or an Enduring, but we still need to draw some lands, but we have plays to make on the first 2 turns and we can be proactive with our cards. Let's see. This could be mono white. And there's a Kaito. Now we just want to draw lands and we should be fine. We didn't draw a land this turn, but it's still not the end of the world. I'm letting this resolve. I just don't want him to resolve any of his card advantage spells like these or Caretaker's Talent. But even if he does, we'll have a Mastermind to keep up with the card flow from him. I'm going to crack the map on this one since it's the worst creature. And we found a land. Nice. Okay. That was bad. Because now Kaito is not uncontested on the board, and this is one of the few ways that mono white can apply pressure. I think I'll try to set it up for the next turn. I'll let him attack. I'll kill one of these fishes and I'll take the damage. And now I'll tap the vessel. To combat, and now we'll return. I can return the Floodpits or the Spyglass. I think I want to return the Floodpits and keep that Beza locked.
I've trained for situations. Out of the shadows and into the fray. Information is its own weapon.
I will want another land anyway, so I'll just play this one. Pass the turn. Okay. Oh my god, that's the perfect answer. Honestly, now I will never get back into this game.
I need more info.
There's no way. I'm just dead. I got punished for tapping out, which usually isn't something that's going to happen, because Mono White doesn't have that many ways to pressure you. So in this matchup, I don't mind the Geek's command to clear away all the tokens and to return, to make him sack something or to return creatures, although that part isn't that relevant because most of his effects will be exiled. Will be exiling effects, so your creature will be exiled and you won't get that much out of that mode. But being able to have an answer that is not awful in most cases to his tokens, it's something that I don't mind having access to when you expected to see a lot of cards with Kaito and Enduring. I don't love the go for the throats, but I think like 2 are fine. And I think this configuration is fine. Obviously, I like the Negate. The Stroke is okay. You can counter a Beza, a Sunfall, or an Hardcast Virtue. Negates are obviously good. Spell Stutter usually shines in this matchup because he's a 2-mana counter spell most of the times. It should be a fine matchup. And I will keep these hands. Again, needing to draw a payoff, but this hand is fine if we do draw one. And there's one. Still temper this out. Okay. Let's see what my opponent does. I don't think I want to let this resolve. Again, I just want to fight these card advantage cards. And I believe we should be fine. That plan isn't that viable game 1. Since... yeah, that's fine. That plan isn't that viable game 1 since we only have 3 Spell Stutters, but now with more counters, that plan is a little bit more viable. Oh, won't block. Now make a fish. Since I don't want to play the curiosity with no protection, I think I am fine. I will not attack. Since I don't want to play the curiosity with no protection, I think I'm fine only creating the token there. That's annoying. I'm gonna play this so that it does not get priority to activate that. And yeah, my turn. I'd like to draw an untapped land so that I can protect my curiosity with Negate, but I'll go with these 3. Let's hope this resolves and I get to connect. Seems like it won't, but that is totally fine. Still get to draw the cards. And yeah, we were in a fine-ish shape. I just realized I don't want the slashers but the Sheoldreds, because it will draw a lot of cards in the worst case. I'll have a Sheoldred to punish him. And yeah, I like this configuration. Okay, game 3 will be on the draw, and I think it's a keep. Once again we need to draw payoff, but we have 8 in the deck and we only need 1 by turn 3 or 4, so we should be able to find 1 in time. Oh, my opponent seems to be short on lands. That's totally fine. I could crack a map and leave up Spell Stutter, but I'm willing to take the risk of wasting a mana and being forced to play the Spell Stutter if he plays something good, but if he doesn't, I just get to play 2 tokens and it's hard for my opponent to interact. I guess he can just scoop, but that game wouldn't look very good for him. I would just counter whatever first two plays he would have, and I will pressure him with tokens. Wanna play first? Keep his hand. Elegant. 6. Okay. Mono red. Does he kill the Floodpits? He does. What is this? Next skin veil? Okay. Screaming Nemesis. I will want to counter it so that I can use the Go for the Throat to deal with a Swift Spear later. Or I can just do this now. And pass the turn. I will take the damage. Now I will kill the Swift Spear. Okay. And I will gem a Kaito.
A dramatic entrance. Never underestimate my skills.
Okay, seems to be flooding out. It's the best way to approach this. 6 another. I think I can Spyglass. And use the map on the Spyglass. If he has a removal, I will not keep these. If he had a removal, I want him to use it on the Spyglass. Otherwise, I would just plus Kaito and make it a 3-turn clock, giving my opponent the least amount of draws possible, so that he cannot get back into the game. Kaito was good that game, but it's not usually good versus that deck. counters are fine, but not on the draw. And Floodpits are very mediocre, so are Faeblooms. Floodpits a little bit better. I just want to play all removal, all good threats. Yeah, let's move on to game 2. I'm gonna keep I shouldn't have played a land, so that my opponent does not know what I'm thinking about. Should I play the Siren here? Because if he has a 2-drop, he has to have a 2-drop. What hand would have he kept with no 1 or 2-drop? He could have a 1-drop and protect it with Snakeskin's Veil as well. I think I will pass the turn. Does he have multiple Screaming Nemesis? Or 2-drop plus Snakeskin? This is the problem of not playing the Siren last turn. It's the Seek the Beast. Okay. Yeah, it resolves. Double Monstrous Rage. Yeah. That resolves. Drowner. Really in the market for land. Yeah. I think I'll save 2 life here. He seems to have a Snakeskin. Does he want to use it to deal 3? Okay, it's just a burst. Okay, it's fine. No blocks. I'll take 3. Land. Okay. That is super annoying. 3, 6, 9. Be down to 7. I'll kill 1. I'll be down to 6. I'll be down to 3. I think I can't lock. So, Anoint a Screaming Nemesis cut down the Urabrask. I think I need to be full on aggressive. Okay. Yeah, I'll be down to 3. Let's hope the last card on his hand isn't that great. I'm just dead, right? I'm at 3. 1, 2, 3. I guess I can draw Sheoldred. I guess I can draw Sheoldred and get out of this. I'll go 5. Not even a Sheoldred will get me out. That's gonna resolve. That's gonna resolve. I will block here. Cut down these. And exile the Nemesis. I'll be at 2. Draw Sheoldred, gain 4. I'll be at 6. Nope. And even at 6 I would need to... Yeah, I will still be dead. On the play I don't mind some spell stutters. What do I cut? Maybe the geeks on the play? And the 2 Kaitos? Maybe. Although Kaito on the play should be better. Wanna play first? Gonna keep, but not perfect. Maybe I should left one Kaito in. Seems to have a burst lightning. I think I will play but not crack. Okay. Ember Heart and Resolve. Okay. might have a snake skin. He didn't, okay. Comes at 3-4. Other target gets +2/+0. Okay. You can attack. That's perfectly fine. Now I can just enduring with Sheoldred. Or interesting. Do I want to map because of the doors? I think I don't want to play Sheoldred yet. I'll just play the 2 creatures. I should have attacked first, but especially if I draw an untapped land, I might have want to keep level Spell Stutter. Yeah, I'm fine with his then. And then next turn I can play Sheoldred. Force him to deal with the board first and then play the big payoff that I really don't want him to kill. So I want to play first. I like the hand. Looks like a mirror match. And there, these cards should shine. Him playing the Fountainport usually means some land light hands or something that will come into play tapped. He didn't seem to have a counter spell because the Mastermind instantly resolved. Again, the Faebloom resolves. He has a lot of. He seems to have removal spells, but not counter spells. And the fairies are very good versus removal spells. Just want to draw a land to start playing Curiosities, and this game should be over if we get to connect with our fairies. Unless you play the Sheoldred or something. Creature is fine. He seems to have a cut down. As long as he does not play a Sheoldred, we should be fine. I will not let him attack. Now, his removal spells are bad, his Kaito is bad, his Curiosity is fine, his Masterminds are bad. There's a lot of cards that get very bad in the mirror when you're playing against this card. He seems to have some decisions or to be tilted. One of those. There's the cut down. Don't know why he's doing it right now, but okay. And Anoint, sure. And this game should be over. For damage, 4 cards, no Sheoldred on his side, and we should be good. Yeah. So in the mirror match, I usually don't love Spell Stutters because Kaito can play around it, and that's one of the most important cards. I like Slasher. I don't hate Sheoldred, and I like pretty much all the removal. The Drowner isn't super good. I want the Afflictions in case he's playing Slashers as well. And even though cut down is good, I still think if I had to choose, I would prefer both Anoint and go for the throat over the other cut down, because they can kill the Preacher. I think I'm fine with this configuration. Again, you don't want the counters when they can go 1 drop, 2 drop, and then play a Kaito and you'll have the counter rotting in your hand for the whole game. Let's see. I don't think I'm supposed to keep this hand on the draw. I'll keep this one and put a go for the throat on the bottom. The reason being, the reason that I want to go for cut down is that we could play a bat, and I want a way to kill the bat before he gets to take anything from my hand. Maybe that wasn't correct. Here is a Mastermind. Okay. I will let him attack. Does he have a Kaito? Okay. I could play Faebloom and then Kaito, or I can just try to play Slasher. And I think I want to stop him from playing his own Kaito now. I'll let him attack and try to block. Kept to go for the throat, okay. It's short on lands and he kept to go for the throat, okay. I'll tap that. Fine. Do I want to Slasher or to Kaito? I think I want to Slasher because Kaito won't be able to draw cards, because he will get to draw a card from the Mastermind as well. So I think I'll want to Slasher. That should prompt to go for the throat. Anoint, okay. Play another Slasher. If that Mastermind wasn't on the board, I would have been playing Kaito, but with it on the board it's annoying. Does he have a curiosity? Doesn't look like it. Okay, I'll just move into combat and see what's going on. There's the go for the throat. Now he cannot activate the Mastermind. That's fine. I think I can do that. Or can I? Can I play Kaito here? I think I can. I'll use him to tap this Mastermind. Now I will play a Siren and pass the turn. If he wants to spend his whole turn using the reef, I'm fine.
I thrive in the dark.
Just attack. So, okay, you want to block? You don't? He'll now be able to kill the Kaito if he has a removal for a Slasher, but maybe he's too far behind. Yeah. Let's be on the play again. Keep this hand. And my opponent snap kept as well. Another aggressive deck. Let's see what it does. There's a manifold. So I think I will anoint, and then I'll have the option to go for the throat. I will anoint this one. Okay. This may change something. Another hard fire. I'm gonna kill this one now. Really hope I can draw land next turn. That is okay. Really hope I can draw land. Let's tap this one. Let's tap the other one. No land though. I could get rid of both. I think I'll attack with both and zero Kaito, trying to find a land. Because then I can play the Floodpits or the Go for the Throat. Interesting spot. Obviously, I can just activate both Floodpits and deal with them with their creatures like that. But I believe I want to put the Kaito on the board. Did my opponent rage quit? Hope not. So let's attack with both. Returning one with Kaito. Untap land.
Information is its own weapon.
So now I can tap one, go for the throat the other. If my opponent ever comes back. Looks like he didn't like what depth this one. I'll attack first, activate Kaito. Oh, seems like he's back. But it might be too late.
My eyes are as sharp as my sword.
See if these resolve. That's fine. That's fine. Now I can play these.
Don't worry, I've got an exit strategy.
I think I can just do this. Yeah, do that, attack on that 2, and I'll tap with Kaito. So I will not want that many Kaitos on the draw, nor Faebloom, nor Floodpits. Mastermind is worse. I can cut all Masterminds, bring Floodpits or let them in, and bring another Spell Stutter to counter the three mana plays that it might have, like Screaming Nemesis or yeah, and the artifact, I'm missing the name, that creates a creature every combat. So this card gets a little extra value after sideboard if the opponent does bring those cards in. I don't like this end though. I like this one a little bit more. I think I'll put the Floodpits on the bottom. Lands. I think I'll get rid of it right now and move to combat. I don't mind. I think I will kill this one. Hope not sheltered by ghosts. Yeah, that punishes me. Fire is okay, although that can happen. He doesn't do that. It means he has protection for that card. He allowed me to do it. Yeah, I'll go for it. Since I have the counter, I will go for it. That's annoying. Take 3. I will exile it. Okay, this game was closer than it looked. Thank you everyone for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'll be making more videos of standard decks. Please let me know in the comments which one you want to see the deck and gameplay of. Don't forget to like, and thank you very much for watching. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you.